Holy shit! Ay, ay. Hey, caramba, Bio. Hey, caramba. Ay, ay, ay. Holy fuck, Bio. That fucking sneeze almost blew my fucking head off. Hey, caramba. Hey, caramba. All right. Let's have a shot of whiskey first. I'm on my table here. Forgot my table.
Wasted on your cane. You wipe me out for another swing. Tell me be grateful, like it's wealth you give. Yeah, you let me play, only see what you can win. Your emotion, smiling, offer no vision, just the lies that you live. Gather my strength, not the
Holy fuck! Holy fuck! 1 sec, we're not ready. Wait a sec.
Yeah.
Can't hear you. The music's too loud. 1 sec. Not ready. 1 sec. Gotta have another shot of Wildfire whiskey. Woo! Best Coast Distillers.
That's it. Oh, I thought you had a new bottle.
I don't drink a lot, but when I do, I drink Wildfire whiskey. Woo! Ah. Oh yeah, that's good. That's good. That's good stuff, man. That's good stuff.
Keep it between the lines, Mort. Keep it between the lines.
Oh, fuck. I can't hear you. This fucking one-man party here is a little too loud. Okay, there we go. Stop. There we go. Okay, almost ready. Almost ready. Gotta do this part. Okay, doke. And plug this thing in here, and hopefully everything doesn't go squirrely. There we go. Can everybody hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Oh, I got to turn you up a bit there. There we go. Oh, I got you. I had my mic or I had my thing turned down. I do that when we're playing Call of Duty all together too.
Yeah.
Turn it down, and then I'm like, "What the fuck's going on?" Wow.
You didn't hear me. I asked you if you're gonna hear footsteps.
There you go. That's right. I hear footsteps as soon as I put these on. I hear myself dying in a brutal Call of Duty death. Wow.
Yes.
You're beautiful.
Well, aren't you too?
I briefly saw
We're aging well.
Briefly saw you before, but now I can actually put a face to the crabs.
Hello, everyone. Nice to meet you.
Well, I guess I should actually officially start the show. Hey, now, Carl the Madman here. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching. It's the show, Carl's show, and that's me. And that's Crabs. You got Crabs. You got Crabs streaming. He's a new YouTuber. Very new.
That's right.
And we welcome
Very
him.
new.
Everybody welcome him to the YouTube world and go sub his channel, which is in the description box down and below there. Just go down there, hit the fucking subscribe.
This is the
subscribe button thing. Yeah, all that jazz. And
yeah.
But first, I guess before I get too much into that, I got to give a shout out to the sponsor, bestcoastdistillers.com. Makers of some fine Canadian distilled whiskeys, gin, rum's on the way. They got plans. They're squeezing their own sugar canes. He's squeezing his own sugar cane. You know that? He's squeezing his own. He's squeezing his own sugar cane. To do.
I'm guilty, and I really should look it up on the internet.
I
should look their place up on the internet.
On their Instagram, I think there's a clip of them actually squeezing their sugar cane.
Really?
Yeah. He's squeezing it. They're squeezing their sugar cane. Anyways,
he's squeezing it.
They're squeezing. And Best Coast
I hope he.
bestcoastdistillers.com. Go check them out. If you use the magic word madman at the checkout part, if you use madman, one word, not two words, one word, madman, one word, you'll save 10% on your order. And that's lots nowadays. It's hard, especially for little businesses like these guys. They're just getting their shit together, just getting rolling. They're making this great fucking, if you like cinnamon whiskey, this is much better than the other one. Much better than the other. And this one here, this cold coffee brew whiskey. If you like coffee and you like whiskey, this one right here. This is the one for you.
The jazzy up.
This one right here.
Jazzy up.
It's good. Yeah, it's getting. Actually, they're both getting kind of low. I had Jimmy Jam on here a few weeks ago, but he lives, a golf ball shot away. And we drank quite a bit of this stuff that night. He was like live in-house. He was my only in-house guest this year so far. It was Jimmy Jam. Jimmy Jam. There we go. I think
I would have to
covered all the bases.
I would have to say more. I have to say more to that episode where you
you're breaking up on me for a little bit there. You're getting choppy. Yeah, you have to
getting choppy.
You'll have to repeat.
Yeah, you're doing it. You're a little bit the same way also. But I was saying that the night that Jimmy Jam was on was probably the night you lost the majority of the volume of those bottles.
There's no doubt.
The liquor that you had. Yeah.
There's no doubt about that one.
Yeah, they were pouring easy that night.
Mm-hmm. And big ones. Not this little baby-sized one.
Right.
They were big ones. That stuff gets you sweating. I had 2 pulls there just before the show started. Well, actually, the show had kind of started, but it was in the beginning stage. The beginning stage. Speaking of beginning stage, you're at the beginning.
Yes, sir.
The beginning stage of your hopefully new career as a YouTube superstar. Watch out, Mr. Beast, kind of shit. Because I believe in you. The stuff that you're making up.
That's too much energy.
The stuff you're putting up already, there's not a lot there. But what you're doing already, I know it's entertaining as fuck to me. But what made you decide to try?
I got a couple sorts out, and it was fun figuring out how to do those. The graphic design stuff was kind of cool, So that's pretty much what it bases on. I don't have any experience in it, but they make it a little user friendly. So hey, why not go for it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I put a intro video in, that little promo video I told you about, and it's on the channel now. But I sat down and I was asking you about different free studios or whatever you call them that you could get in to do the editors or whatever that you get into. And then I found that one that was on my computer already. What was it? Microsoft, I told you.
Oh, yeah.
And, hey, I was able to produce that with, no means really, and I don't know how in depth you can go with it, but it was pretty cool and fun. So yeah, I'm kind of looking forward to some production a little bit in the future.
See if I can pull it up here. I watched it. I seen it. There it is. You got CRABS streaming. Oh, it doesn't show up very good on my phone. You got CRABS streaming. One word. If you search, you got CRABS. Letter U.
Down at the bottom.
Letter
Down at the bottom.
Letter U got CRABS streaming. Like that right there. Except my phone's cutting it. I got my phone set so the fucking letters are big because, you know, I'm old. So it makes it look goofy. It doesn't look goofy like that to normal people. But I never claimed to be normal. Here it is. Okay, let's watch this. I'm going to watch it. I'm going to try to watch it. Oh, struggling. Oh, there we go. Okay, here we go. Oh, now there's no volume. I like it. You did a great job. There we go. Is it playing? Fuck. Oh, yeah, it's playing, yeah. You got CRABS right there. Yeah, you got CRABS streaming. See, you're doing shit that I haven't even figured out how to do yet. Like to get that... Uh-oh, lost you. To get that little YouTube subscribe thing you got on there. You know, I don't know how to do that unless I'm on a computer. Uh-oh, I think you froze. You froze. We're having a staring contest right now. Wonder if we both froze. Wonder if I froze. Oh, maybe we're both frozen, are we? You're breaking up on me. You're freezing. You're freezing up. This is not good. We got a shabby connection somewhere. A chabby one. There we go. Are you there?
Is it back on?
Hey,
we're back. We're back.
I think so.
I think we made it.
We're having some oops, hold it. Having some internet connection problems, I think. So that's, you know,
that
happens all the time. Especially on my show. Especially on this show. There we go. So you put all that together on your editing app on your computer, or was that on a phone?
On the laptop. Yeah.
That was nice. So you've already been teaching. You've taught me two things now that on YouTube, and I've been doing this forever. That I didn't realize you could do the way that you're doing them. The one is putting the poll on your videos. I had no idea how. I had no idea how to do that till you told me. And then I'm guessing that's how you're putting the subscribe thing on there too, or did you do that through your computer?
The subscribe was pre-made thumbnail.
Oh, okay. It's not actually a clickable.
All that little stuff went on, and then that came up at the end of it. That was like it was a thumbnail. I put it on the timeline, and then I extend the time that I wanted it to go. Actually, when I chose it, I didn't know it had the squiggly stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Full disclosure that it didn't have that squiggly stuff on it. But when I started it and the way it came up with the crab, by the way, everybody,
kind of my crab.
At some point in time, everyone.
Kind of mine.
But that, what do you mean, kind of yours?
You know.
Okay, I forgot. Issue now, but hey, you know, thanks for thinking of me when you sat down and typed in military crab holding,
something like that, yeah.
Ready to save the world. You know, something like that.
Many props to Grok, which has recently fell into my my list of tools that I use, but it's fucking amazing for making thumbnails and shit.
Yeah, I haven't figured Grok out yet.
I'm sure there's a lot more.
I want to mess with it a couple times.
I'm sure there's a lot more you can make it do. Like I'm sort of getting the same kind of graphics because I'm sort of usually asking for the same kind of thing, but I bet you could get some pretty realistic stuff. And you know, who knows, whatever. I don't know. We'll play that. Grok. Go check out Grok. It's Grok.
Yeah, definitely. It was fun to play with. I mean, It truthfully was to sit in there and type, and then
oh fuck,
you can like. How would you? How did you? I don't know. I guess it's maybe not a topic, but I was just. It was weird to like how like when I wanted, I liked.
You broke up.
Have it make something else background, and the only way is like repeatedly search until everything matches up. Like, hey, I'll take that. You know,
I wish that there was a way to do that. There's not that I know of, but that's happened to me several times. Or they'll put sometimes they spell your text wrong, and but the thing they created was like excellent, but the spelling's all fucked up, and it's like, oh fuck. So it'd be nice if you could save that an image and then get them to replace the background or whatever. But it's I don't think you can, but maybe you can. But I don't think you can. But maybe
you can. Yeah.
Maybe. So I guess I've been chatting with you for how long now? A couple months? 3 months? How long have we been? Something 3 months now.
Yeah.
Through the old PS5, Call of Duty.
Yeah, the thing's
mutual
awesome.
Friend, JT. Well, I guess he's JT to me. He's not JT to you because you guys have been buddies forever, and you guys go by real names probably, not COD names. But
yeah,
like you. To me, you're CRABS, and he's JT. I'm glad you guys have been a blast to play with. It's just been great. I love how this thing has opened up my community of life. Really, talking with guys in Illinois right now. You're in Illinois.
That's right. We didn't even go there yet.
If I was coming to Illinois, but I didn't want to go to Chicago, but I wanted to see something cool, what would you say? What would be the one thing that pops into your head to be like, if you come to Illinois, go check out this?
Besides Chicago?
Yeah.
I would just say get with someone that knows how to get you out and get some good fishing and get you out and enjoy just, some good woods and hanging out and food. I know you like that. You like that outdoor stuff. That'd be right up your alley. I mean, that's pretty much how we grew up. Our neighborhood was right off the river that runs through town. Where I grew up, I live in a different town now, but where I grew up, river running through there. There was 3 gravel pits. Weren't supposed to be in there, but good fishing, good times down there. So I taught myself how to fish down there with a couple buddies, and that's what living is. I mean, it's central Illinois, but I mean, it's kind of as southern idealistic as you could talk about for real folk. I mean, there's a lot of people out there that are having a lot more fun than me, but they're probably spending a lot of money too. So
there you go. Yeah.
I don't know. Trade off.
I've never been down that. Never been down that way. Never been to your state. So, I really, and I got to admit, I'm very, I know nothing about Illinois other than the Chicago Blackhawks.
Yeah, with Chicago sports, we don't need to go there at all. So at least we do have a hockey team. I was going to ask you, remind me about what you grew up in Kentucky, but moved to Canada?
No, I was born in Canada, Alberta.
I thought you said something about Kentucky. Maybe I got conversations on PS5 crossed up.
Could be. Yeah. No, I've never been down there. When we were still doing the MMA Madhouse stuff, we had a guy that covered events for us in Kentucky, but maybe I said that somewhere.
That's probably where it came from.
Maybe I said in Missouri. We had a guy in Missouri, and what else is right by you there? I don't think we had a guy in Illinois. Idaho.
Yeah, we got Iowa.
Iowa. Yeah. Iowa.
There's Ohio.
We had a guy in Iowa. Yeah, we had all around. I don't think.
I remember you were kind of up that way a little bit, So I would. That's why I went with Iowa.
Oh yeah, we were all over. We had guys in Norway and Texas and all over. California.
the shows that you had that I've, met you, guests that you've had on, it's been pretty interesting, man. I mean, you've met some pretty your history with that and your love of music and stuff, kind of, all that genre is kind of mashed together when you're talking about old wrestling and fight matches and yeah, your podcasts are, they're really cool. You got real people on. That's awesome.
I'm just trying to have fun. And, even back in the MMA Madhouse days, our slogan was support local MMA. So we were mostly covering regional, like we didn't touch the UFC. We were going to going to the small shows, We were interviewing the amateur fighters. We were interviewing the guys that were just becoming pro fighters. We interviewed some pro fighters, with UFC background. We had Dana White's mother on. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. We did a lot of episodes. We met a lot of people and
yeah, some people should catch up on your episodes. I mean, even some of the cooking and camping, that old school stuff that you have on there, man. It's that's awesome that you put that out
YouTube channel. Yeah, I've progressed through many stages of YouTube. That's for sure.
Well, that's awesome. I've always thought about it, but I figure, what the heck, and they make it simple, at least with PS5. So, stumbling through that. I mean, it's PS5 media gallery, PSN, share it back to whatever social media you want to put it on, and there it is. It's crazy.
Come here, you barky dog. Why does she do this every fucking episode? Bila, come here.
I told Lamb just this morning that she saved, she just saved your life.
That's right. That's what. No.
See, who's that guy? He's a southerner.
My daughter's back home, so she's making noises probably.
Wound up. Family's back.
Speaking of pets, I know. Speaking of pets, now we got pets. I want to ask you about your pets. I know you got a turtle, and I know you got a tortoise. And I was actually talking to my daughter that lives down here, my 20-year-old daughter today, saying, she's been wanting to get all these lizards and stuff, which is cool, whatever. But where we live, it's really hard to get live food for them and, shit like that. Because we live in the middle of fucking nowhere, in the middle of fucking nowhere. Like, but I remember you were telling me about your tortoise. That's, wasn't it mostly fruit, but you buy like supplements and vitamins or something for it. And a little bit easier to take care of that way.
Yeah, fruit's not great. Fruit has the natural sugars, and that's not good for their growth and their shell plate, all that. That's not good for them. But it's an easy list, a grocery store attainable list. Where we live, our small town, it's we're limited to the smaller end of that spectrum on that list. I would love to be able to try and see if what do you call them, leaves, petals, whatever they are. You see this stuff online in shorts, feeding them hibiscus leaves. I'd love to see if you eat that stuff, but it's not here.
Is that part of the fun of having a tortoise? Is like, hey, will he eat this?
Not for me. Not for me. It's not.
No, okay. I'm
more worried about. I'm more worried about. I had some reptiles. Reptiles aren't easy growing up, and this guy, he's relatively easy, and I don't want to mess that up. So just to kind of stick to the basics. Like apples and melons and all that stuff are supposed to be treats now through the summer.
Oh, maybe
we'll give them a few more melons.
Maybe that's what I remember you telling me. Yeah, because you were telling me a little bit about the diet. Yeah.
There's some stuff you shouldn't do. That shouldn't be like a daily type thing by any means. A monthly, every month and a half, two type deal. I don't. Fish and reptiles. They will eat every day, but they don't need to eat every day. That's, they just don't have to. So, but yeah, we have two tortoises. We have a new one that's adopted rescue. It was found in a yard. A young lady that knows us from our
runaway.
kids. Yeah, someone either got out or something. Hey, we're taking good care of it, and it's not ours. So if anybody sees this and they end up wanting to claim it, then we'll have to talk about it. But here in my little town, if you know what I'm talking about, then there it is. But we got it. So yeah, it's we ended up buying an enclosure. The land, have all that stuff, and that's the little guy, and he'll grow 6-9 inches. Maybe the size you see it might be as big as it gets. Maybe if it's a female, it could be a little smaller. So, but then the male, the crush, the sulcata, yeah, he's the one that's going to grow to be like probably cooler size, maybe a smaller cooler. But he'll be a large tortoise. He's already there. You've seen him. So, but yeah, he's like the romaine lettuce, and the other guy's the same way. So, romaine lettuce, Crush is the larger one's name, and he doesn't care for carrots. He doesn't care for tomatoes, and some stuff you see other people, they're munching on them. Bell peppers, no, he doesn't like them.
Oh yeah.
So we just stick to the basics, keep it simple. Yeah, bananas. Oh, they love bananas. He care less if he has a banana.
So what's
the apples though? Yeah, the apples he loves.
So when I'm walking down the street here in my little town, there might be a poster on a post. It says "missing cat." So is this an Illinois thing? Do you have like missing tortoise pictures on posts or what? Like my tortoise ran away.
I have.
How the fuck do you find somebody else's tortoise? Do they just like, was he too quick? They couldn't catch him when he got out the door, or like
unattended. So it could get some sun, got out. I mean, who knows? I feel bad for him. I mean, because it is an imported. It's not a domestic turtle, or tortoise. So it definitely had to been. I don't know. Maybe it's a generation thing. If you read about them, it's the small one's a Russian tortoise, and if you read about them, they actually they can. Zone hemisphere type deal. Yeah, I guess that that's where they're from. So it's generational. Maybe it got out this spring. I don't know, but we're taking care of it.
We do have turtles. We have turtles in this big lake of mine, but not tortoises. No tortoise. No wild tortoises running around up here.
No, you asked about. I am fortunate. The big one, he was a lot smaller, but he was still large. And for seeing something out loose, and fortunately, a neighbor found him. We would have had to put up signs or hope someone would turn him back over to us, because he got out, and he's quick. He's quicker than you'd think. He's not comic. He's not Bugs Bunny slow or anything like that, like a comic strip. But he turned around and got loose, and I had a neighbor just on the opposite corner over there. He caught me out through the side yards looking through. There were some tall bushes. I was hoping maybe he beelined over to. And the guy caught me walking across, and he was like, what are you looking for? One of those moments. He happened looking for a big. There I am. He's like, I got one in a box. And I was like, let me look at it. So, and it was Crush. He got out. So, yeah, there's several. Man, I'll tell you, if you own one, they have their unique, I mean, they're large, they're powerful, they try and push and get through, and they can tear things up, just to summarize but easier than
I've seen some clips of tortoises, knocking chairs over and stuff, just plowing through. First thing my daughter said,
come in the living room.
First thing my
So here's a chair going across the living room. That's through the winter.
First thing my daughter said when I said, maybe you should think about a tortoise, she said, they live a long time.
Yes. Yeah. He he could be passed down or maybe donated. You know, I don't know what the long term is for him. I don't think my wife was thinking about the long term when she said, "I want one." And here we have one.
Yeah.
So,
any idea what the typical kind of, or is it just vary so much in lifespan, or any idea?
I mean, typically they can do the, you know, the 80, 100-year thing for sure. I want to say,
type of
I want to say, I'm going to say that would probably be more like zoo kept or more natural habitat type surroundings to get a lifespan like that. Other than that, I'm not educated on any of this. So, but just from having one and a little bit of this and that's here and there, and experience from reptiles and owning dogs and all that, cats and all that crap in the past, that it comes down to care. You know, I mean, most things are care.
Does he shit in the same place every day, or what's that all about?
He is not during the summer. I mean, because he tears the grass up, man. He's great in the side yard where he's kept. Oh man, that's nice. And then when something overgrows too much, I can weed eat it, but then he'll start maybe eating on that stuff, and then the other stuff he'll leave alone and let start growing back. You know, just he kind of, yeah, it's not lush, but you know, I mean, there's enough for him to pick on with what we feed, and he eats all day long.
So he would destroy my wife's flower. He would destroy my wife's destroy.
He's quarantined to the side yard. So, because he became infatuated with the small pond we have, a little accent pond thing. But he became infatuated with it, and he can't swim. He's not a turtle.
Mm-hmm.
And the way it is in his size, he can't get out of it. Unfortunately, is when he got enclosed to the side yard where he wasn't allowed to like go to the side yard, be in the backyard, in the garage, you know, because he used to go around. He used to have that whole range. He would go all through that thing through the day, and then of the evening comes 6 o'clock or so, 5 to 7 o'clock. He'd go in the garage, find a spot, put his head in some corner or up underneath the workbench. Boom. Then he'd go to sleep, and then he'd let himself. The door would be open. So in the morning, he'd come out in the morning and then run around the yard all day long. But he ruined that by trying to get in the pond.
There you go. Yeah. Huh. That's interesting. That's interesting. You never
he's a handful.
Never thought about them like ripping around outside and stuff like that. But that's pretty wild.
I was going to finish the start of that with the fact that with all those things I've owned, even owning reptiles, because they're tricky with mouth diseases and blah, blah, blah.
What did you have for lizards?
Or
reptiles. What did you have?
I had a lot of the common anneals. I had horny. I never had any of the larger ones. I had a lot of the smaller ones. I had
my daughter wants
horny toad.
Bearded dragon is what my daughter wants. Bearded dragon. Or bearded something.
So you know, those live a while too.
Do they? Oh yeah. I know nothing. Yeah. I know nothing, man. This is all
with care. Like a desk size type something to live in so that they have proper room to move. And I see you're blending in with your
Corey's here.
I didn't realize you had
Corey's here. No Man's Land dropped in and said, "Hey, dude, you got anything you want to ask CRABS, man? Just throw her up on the old thing down there." We were playing Wreckfest yesterday. We had our.
Well, does that work on here for me too?
Oh yeah, you can type on there too. Yeah, you should be able to.
Oh wow!
I know I can. I usually have a side one open that I can type on. And
your burner phone.
Yeah, I got 3 phones here actually that are a couple of old ones. Yeah. Use code madman at check out. Send. Okay, I sent it. Did I send it? Yeah, sent it. Oh, there it is. Popped up.
It's backwards.
Hey, what the hell was that? Golf ball.
Oh, it was a Chaos golf ball the son's got sitting on his desk here.
What the fuck's a Chaos golf ball?
I don't know. It's a Chaos golf ball. That's what it says on it. Oh, it's a Wilson. It's nothing special.
Oh, it's Will. Okay, so it's not like weighted on one
Yeah, it's
side
just
and it's like some chaotic golf ball. Anyway, we were playing
that would be awesome.
We were playing Rec Fest yesterday, our first tournament.
Yeah.
You were dominant in your performance. Now I am forced to ask, what was your first car? What was what was your favorite vehicle you've ever owned?
Are we having my first car or real life? I thought you went right. Okay. My first vehicle was a Chevette.
A Chevette?
2-door, 4-speed Chevette.
That's the first car I drove.
Was a
Chevette. It was
nice.
It was my brother's.
Hey, nuts.
That's funny. Actually, we've got quite a bit in common. We're close to the same age. We've been together for with our partners for like 78 years or something combined, and maybe not quite that long. We both have a daughter's named Caitlin, and
okay. Yeah.
We both love Call of Duty. What's your wife's name? There's no way it can possibly be the same as mine. That would just be too fucking weird.
I was going to say guess, but then that's just silly. My wife's name is Christy.
Christy, there you go. Okay, mine's Natasha. So
there you go. So. Oh, okay. Yeah.
Mine's is she 6 years younger than you?
So we're not clones.
We're not clones. Yeah, as much as we look alike, as beautiful as we are, we're not clones. Yeah. Is your wife 6 years younger than you?
No.
Okay. So we don't have that in common.
She's a year and a half older.
There you
Not that that's a bad thing, but she's just. When you said that's the first I knew, so that's kind of like shocking. I mean, it's just like you caught me with a moment there. Yeah, 6 years. No, she's a year and a half older than I am. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. I chuckled. We were kind of like throwing some game reference and back for when you asked about a car, and I started laughing because I said you made me think of my first car, and I am talking to you because when I basically hadn't got my first car, was able to have and had a car under my own butt, was the same time where I met Rip. Was the same timeline.
Oh yeah, was he driving?
Like we weren't riding skateboards and bikes together. It was like vehicles is when we ended up running into each other.
Oh yeah, right on. So your first car was a Chevette, which is my older brother. He's 6 years older than me. That was probably one of his first cars. But I took that one for a rip. I got in a lot of trouble actually from my parents for that one.
You took it?
Oh yeah, I just took it. Yeah.
I was going to ask you if you bootlegged that thing. I was going to ask you that.
I grew up in the fucking middle of a wheat field in Alberta, right? Gravel roads everywhere, farmers, it was early in the morning, and I couldn't get it to start, but it was an automatic, and I'd been riding motorcycles already for 8 or 9 years. So I started riding motorcycles when I was 3.5 years old. So I learned how a clutch worked pretty good. Oh, I lost you. I lost CRABS. I lost the CRABS. Oh, I can hear you. Maybe I can hear you. Oh, I can kind of hear you. Lost your video. Hello.
We're live.
Hey, there we go. Well, welcome to the world of live. Yeah. Anyways, I don't know where. So
you have to do another shot. It's the start of the show again.
But my dog's on. Get out here, crazy hood. Anyways, Chevette. I grew up in the middle of a wheat field. There was farm roads, gravel roads. There was fucking. I've been riding motorcycles for 10 years already, probably. I knew how clutches and shit work.
Yeah, not experienced on those.
No, I grew up I was 3.5 years old. My father stuck me on my first motorcycle. When I think back on it, I wonder if he liked me because maybe he was just trying to get rid of me.
Right.
I remember that day. Day I got my first motorcycle. It was a little automatic thing, little 60. And my dad put me on the thing, and my brother, like I said, he's 6 years older than me, and he had some little Honda 80 or something and been riding for a few years. And, he basically pointed me out into to the field and said, go that way, and told my brother to follow, and off I went. That's how that worked. Okay, first car was a Chevette. That'd be awesome. I wish they had a Chevette in Wreckfest. What was your favorite vehicle you've owned? Skull, everybody. bestcoastdistillers.com. Use code MADMAN at checkout. Save money. Favorite car? That one's fucking really good. What happened? Did I black out again? Did I black out? Uh-oh. Oh, you missed it. No, I'm good now. I'm good.
Well, the stream stopped. I didn't get to see it, so you got to do it.
It was good. The coffee one is really good. Favorite vehicle you've ever owned? That's the question. If you can hear me. We're getting some pretty bad lag. This is like playing Call of Duty sometimes with General Shrimp. We're getting some serious lag going on here. I don't know why. Are you there? Oh, you're back. Okay, good. Sorry, I had to restart.
Yeah, I'm back.
Okay. Favorite vehicle you've ever owned? What's your favorite vehicle you've ever owned? Or hell, let's add. We can even add driven in there. Owned or driven. You didn't have to own it. You just had to drive it.
Man, I hate to say, I'm not a guy. That sounds pretty lame, but I'm just not a favorite guy. But I tell you.
Oh, we got some bad internet going on.
Minivan. I had a Nissan van.
Yeah, we got some bad internet going on. Bad internet. Yeah, I didn't catch any of that. And it's not because I've been drinking whiskey. We got some bad internet going down. Bad internet going down here. Maybe that's a sign that it's time to. I don't know. We're breaking up pretty bad here. I don't know what anybody can see or hear or whatnot. What's that? Best Coast Distillers. We better ship you more bottles. Well, I would never say no. I would never say no to that. But
he is low. He's
I'm
low.
getting low. Yeah. But well, what do you figure, Crabs? Should we wrap this thing up? We're just getting kind of
real quick.
Getting kind of glitchy here. So
right. Hey, shout out to all the guys. Have fun talking to all of you. It's great meeting you. The face to face. So we had that little weird Discord thing at FaceTime with 4 of us. So that was cool. But yeah, you met the tortoise, and you got me on. Thanks. I appreciate knowing you.
Oh, it's been a blast for sure. It's like I said earlier, it's been great expanding. And it's great expanding across borders and all of that shit. Finding things that are, you have in common with people that live fucking 3,000 miles away from you, whatever. It's been pretty cool, pretty fun. I've had a blast with you guys, and I'm looking forward to continuing that because it's been a blast. Except maybe not so much at Wreckfest because you're too good. Wreckfest.
Awesome. I got to play with a couple streamers. People like you said, they're across the pond and down on an island, and I've played golf.
We got soup Wow, that was some really bad glitching. I hope this live stream's not as bad. What? I don't fucking know. Oh. It's probably still in the car. Huh, you there? You glitched out really bad. You glitched out really bad. It's all good. Thanks for your time, man. And let's do this again sometime. And go check out You Got Crabs streaming on YouTube. He's fresh. He's new. He's energetic. He's beautiful, and loves the video games. And they're
You're crazy, man.
fucking
You're
dog,
crazy.
fucking dog. Violet, just stop. Link down in the description box. We're gonna wrap up this show now.
Yeah, everybody, catch some videos. We're going to be live tourneys and shooting on Warzone. So, catch up with us. We're going to have fun.
Fucking rights we are. Okay, I'm shutting this thing down. The dog's telling me the show's over now too. I'm gonna shut this down and I'm gonna turn on my PlayStation. And where are you going? You want to go do some Wreckfest? You want to do some COD? You got time to do anything? What's up? You want to do something?
Boys and probably save the world, I imagine.
Sounds good to me. Anybody watching wants to add me on PlayStation, Carl the Madman 311. This show is over. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Good
night, everyone.
Be friendly. Well, maybe not in Call of Duty, but be friendly to everyone. It's easier that way.